I knew something was wrong the moment my blind daughter stopped humming. Emma always hummed. When she was scared, she hummed louder. When she was happy, she hummed softly. But that day, there was nothing. Just silence. Her white cane lay broken near the sidewalk. Her shoes were gone. And from the HOA storage shed at the edge of the neighborhood, I heard her crying. What I found inside that shed changed my life forever. And the woman responsible, the HOA president, had no idea that the man about to destroy her entire world was an FBI agent. My name is Daniel Ross. For most of my life, I worked in the FBI, hunting criminals most people only see on the news. But none of them ever scared me the way watching my daughter lose her sight did. Emma was 7 when it happened. A rare illness. No warning. No cure. 1 month she was running through the house. The next, she was counting steps just to reach the kitchen. She never complained. She learned to see the world differently through sound, texture, and trust. That's why I bought a house in Cedar Grove Estates. Wide sidewalks. Quiet streets. Predictable layout. A place where a blind child could feel safe. Emma tapped her white cane gently as we stood in the driveway. "Daddy," she said with a small smile, "the house sounds friendly." I laughed. I didn't know how badly that sentence would hurt later. We hadn't even finished unloading when I heard heels clicking fast across concrete. Sharp. Angry. "Excuse me." I turned to see a woman in her late 40s, clipboard pressed to her chest like a weapon. "I'm Karen Whitmore," she said. HOA president. Her eyes scanned the house, then dropped to Emma. To her cane. Her expression changed instantly. "What's wrong with her?" Karen asked. I stayed calm. "She's blind." Karen frowned like I'd just told her bad weather was coming. "Oh, that's unfortunate," she said. "Children like that need strict supervision. They wander." Emma squeezed my hand tighter. I replied evenly, "She's safer than most adults." Karen didn't like that. "We have rules here," she said coldly. "Order matters." Then she walked away without another word. That was the first red flag. The harassment didn't start loudly. It started quietly. Trash cans were moved into Emma's walking path. Tactile markers on the sidewalk disappeared. Complaints were filed about constant tapping noises. One afternoon, Emma practiced walking to the mailbox. Karen shouted from her porch, "Stop hitting things with that stick." Emma froze. Her hands shook. "Daddy," she whispered, "am I breaking something?" I hugged her tightly. "No. You're doing everything right." Karen watched us, smiling. That smile still haunts me. Karen began following Emma. Not openly, but enough that I noticed. She corrected Emma's steps. Grabbed her arm without permission. Yelled when Emma tapped near her lawn. "She's a liability." Karen once shouted at me. "She could trip someone." I replied calmly, "Touch my daughter again and we'll have a different conversation." Karen leaned closer. "You don't threaten HOA authority," she whispered. I should have reported her then. I didn't. That mistake almost destroyed my daughter. I was called into the city for a mandatory federal briefing. 2 hours. That's all. Emma insisted she'd be fine. "I'll stay inside," she promised. As I drove away, I glanced back. Karen was watching from her window. Waiting. When I returned, something felt wrong immediately. The house was quiet. Too quiet. "Emma?" I called. No answer. Her cane lay by the door. My heart dropped into my stomach. I followed faint sounds, crying, to the HOA storage shed near the pool. The door was locked. I broke it open. Emma sat on the floor. Crying. Shaking. Her clothes torn. Her body curled inward like she was trying to disappear. I dropped to my knees. "Daddy," she sobbed, clinging to me. Between broken breaths she whispered. She said I needed discipline. She said pain would teach me rules. She hit me when I cried. I stopped her gently. I didn't need details. I already knew. Karen hadn't just crossed a line. She'd destroyed it. I wrapped Emma in my jacket and carried her home. Then I opened a drawer I hadn't touched in years. My badge. My credentials. My phone. One call. That's all it took. Unmarked vehicles arrived quietly. No sirens. No drama. Karen was hosting an HOA discipline meeting. Perfect timing. Karen was mid-speech when the agents entered. She laughed. "You can't be here. This is HOA business." I stepped forward. Pulled out my badge. "You assaulted a blind child," I said calmly. "You restrained her. You used an object as a weapon. You abused authority." Karen screamed. She needed control. The agents cuffed her. Her power vanished instantly. Neighbors gathered. Some cried. Some apologized. One whispered, "She threatened us too." Karen was charged with felony assault, hate crime against a disabled child, kidnapping, abuse of authority. She will never hold power again. Emma is healing. Slowly. Therapy. Love. Safety. One night she asked softly, "Daddy, am I bad?" I held her hand. "No. You are brave." She smiled. Monsters don't always look dangerous. Sometimes they wear HOA badges. But justice sees clearly. And justice never forgets.